Happy birthday, George Soros. And he's 95 years old. You have funded enough political movements all over the world to keep small nations in coups for over a century now. And you've turned philanthropy into a really terrifying word. Wait, the Soros Foundation is behind this? And in the end, the good guys win. Kind of like they did in World War II. I think you were a young teenager when you threw your lot in with the Nazis. What always puzzled me is that you have never once, in your own words, looked back on that and had a second of guilt or regret. Your son, Alex, is he really your son? Because he's nothing like you. When your son took control of Soros Fund Management, the thing you spent your whole life building. I mean, it was an empire. One of the first things he did was invest $2 billion to buy nearly 20 million shares of an electric vehicle company called Rivian. And he bought the shares somewhere between $70 and $100 per share. A year later, those shares were selling for $18, and it looks like you lost over $1 billion. The actual influence of your life's work seems to be diminishing rapidly. In fact, in July 2023, Open Society Foundation, you guys announced that you were laying off 40% of your staff worldwide. Was that Rivian? Ooh, does that hurt when I say that? Man, I would imagine the mental torture of a 95-year-old man who is just trying to make it to the pudding in the afternoon, to see your world fall apart. That torture must be relentless.